Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Okay, first and foremost, I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous. I've been doing this a long time. Okay, my name is Warren McGee. I am a presenter and a consultant of the Arc of Massachusetts. And I am truly honored to be here at late notice. What I'm going to do right now is introduce the next grantee. If I can read it right. Okay. Oh God, me and my balloon. Okay, our next presentation comes from Carl Lyman from Dalton Community Recreation Association. Dalton CRA is a community hub that offers approximately 100 programs for youth and adults to perfecting a perfect setting, excuse me for the tongue twister, for developing friendships. So here is Carl Lyman from Dalton CRA.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the great introduction. My name is Kyle. I'm a program manager here at the CRA. Before I jump into details, I would like to say how grateful we are for this grant. The programs we're going to talk about today, obviously, we run over 100 programs, but the programs I'm going to talk about today are probably the most impactful programs that we offer here at the CRA. We're here today not to talk about events or one-off activities. We're here to talk about friendships, the importance of belonging. At the CRA, we've seen how inclusive programs can transform not just individuals, but entire communities. So our project overview here, we have 3 different parts that are into our project. We have kickball that runs in the fall. In the spring, we offer a dance program. And then throughout the entire year, we offer what's called Saturday socials. And I'll talk about each of them next. But these programs are geared towards middle schools, high school kids, and then kids in early adulthood. And the mission behind all of them is the same, is to create friendships where inclusive spaces and all abilities come together. Enjoy meaningful times with one another. So to get into each program here, we have our Saturday socials. So Saturday socials are unstructured times where kids can just come hang out on Saturday nights. It's at our youth center building. They can come, do whatever they want to do. We have activities. So for example, for Easter or for the spring months, we do coloring eggs. This happens between kids with disabilities, kids without disabilities. That Saturday social program is run by our Rotary Interact group and our Youth Advisory Board. So a lot of the programs that we have, we are a small staff, so we kind of get other groups involved, because again, it's not just about us, it's about the entire community and how can we involve as many people as possible so that we can create the most impact. So other things that we do, in the winter we do snowflakes and things like that. Our dance, which is probably our most notable one, which I'm actually going to show you a couple from their performance, is in combination with the Dalton Ballet Studio, which is right across the street from the CRA. They're collaborative, they work together, they have dance partners. It's a really fun thing to watch. I think you guys will enjoy the next slide. And then kickball, so I coach high school soccer, so it's in combination with our girls and boys soccer programs. On Saturday afternoons in the fall, we all get together, we go to the local school, and we play kickball together. I think it's important because we're not just building friendships, we're teammates, we're dance partners, and everything else. So the next slide here, I have a couple of videos from the performance of our dancers. these kids are getting in front, this is our annual fundraiser that we run, so these kids are getting up in front of hundreds of people doing these performances. They work a long time on this, they spend a lot of time preparing. So friendship, that's what we're here to talk about. So one example that we have is from our Saturday social program. So Liv and Cal had become friends throughout this whole exchange. Like I said, we run them throughout the whole entire year. So a lot of the same groups are coming together so that they're around the same people, so that way we can share common interests with each other. So actually it was funny, Liv and Cal go to our Saturday social program, and we also have a unified track team at our high school, and Liv participates in the unified track team. And Cal's out of high school now, so he lives nearby though, so he's always walking the high school trails and doing stuff like that. So at one point during the Saturday social, they exchanged phone numbers, they were texting a little bit, and then actually outside the program, they saw each other at a unified track meet. So Cal went up to Liv and started talking to her and just getting to know her a little bit and talk about their common interests. And it's been fun to have them around. And then actually Cal asked Liv to go to the next Saturday social, which was funny because Liv was going to go no matter what, but it was funny that they actually came together. So Liv's mom actually picked up Cal from his house and actually took him to the Saturday social so that they went in together. So it's a great experience for all. We have many stories like this that speak volumes, and it's just becoming dance partners, becoming teammates, and just becoming friends overall. Lessons learned. So this is a big one for us because I think, at the CRA, we've been running adaptive programs for over 20 years. But what started as, a unified track and what started as just a program with kids with disabilities, I think through this grant has really opened our eyes is why are we just doing this with kids with disabilities? Because they're isolated, but there's a national pandemic going on with middle school kids that are also isolated and they feel alone. So why not get everyone together? And that's where we started incorporating some of our Rotary Interact groups, our youth advisory boards, our soccer teams, our ballet studio. We're trying to get as many people as we can so they have the opportunity to come together and do a lot of this stuff. We've seen the joy and connection that I shared amongst the groups that's truly inspiring to witness from my perspective at least. Best practices. So, a lot of these programs that we've been running for a while, we try to adapt and we try to overcome things. So over 100 years that we've been running programs, and we kind of combine with the school district with town officials, because again, if you do something once or you do an activity once, it's not as meaningful as if you're doing it for a long period of time. So local officials might change, or I might change, or someone else might change, but as long as the programs are in place, that way these goals and these reminders can keep going. Activities should be easy to join. They should be simple, so kickball is easy, dance is easy, Saturday social where they just hang out is easy. It's a way for kids to sign up. They don't feel like they're intimidated by what's going on. They don't feel like, oh, well, I don't know if I can go to that. It's not based on competition, it's based on participation. So we don't do awards for winners, we don't do any of that stuff. We want as many kids to join as possible. We're more focused on, genuine friendship built over a period of time rather than a certain outcome. Like we're not trying to get somewhere as quick as we can, we're just trying to build friendships. The other thing we do to gather feedback, obviously, is going to the people that are actually in these programs, asking them what they want to do. So for our Saturday socials, we run it all throughout the year. So we'll ask the kids, hey, what do you guys want to do? That's why we give it probably a 2-hour block twice a month. So for the first hour, we might do an activity like coloring eggs or snowflakes or carving pumpkins or something like that for Halloween. But the second hour is really just about them combining with each other, talking to each other about what's interests them or stuff like that. Obviously, we're adapting our programs in any way we can based on who's around us. And then flexibility. Flexibility is key. Some groups are different. The kids that go to kickball are different than the ones that go to dance, and Saturday social has a good combination of both, mixed with some other kids. So different groups are so different, and they all have different needs. So how can we be flexible and how we can adapt each program to what the needs are of the kids going to it? And essential focus, like I said, is always participation. It's not about the end result. What's next? So we offer these programs just for kids in Central Berkshire, which is our school district out in Western Mass. Our goal for the next probably year or two is to go Berkshire County wide with this, which is all the current school districts around us. The reason is because we're all pretty separated right now, and we all have programs that their towns do or their school districts do. But to offer our programs to a lot of those kids, and then to have those kids come to our programs, and then hopefully in return, our kids can start going to those programs. So it's just, again, it's based on community, which we're big on. It's based on participation. We just want to get the most kids possible and get everyone involved. Our advertising is huge. Like I said, we've been running this for 20 years. So it started as word of mouth. It started as our high school principal's son has autism. So it started with him, and it started with him and his friends coming together. And then now we're putting it out on our social media. We're not just relying on word of mouth. We're just throwing it out there for everyone to see. Like I said, we're getting groups of kids, getting other sports involved, getting other Rotary Interact groups involved and stuff, people like that. And then the third one is what's next is we've done a lot of different programs in our 20 years. Well, I think these 3 programs are what we want to stick with and what we want to go with. So rather than trying to throw a dart at a dartboard and seeing what sticks, we're going to stick with these 3 programs. And how can we make them better and continue to improve our programs so that way kids get into a routine and that way we're all kind of on the same page. So thank you everyone. Again, thank you for the grant. I really appreciate it.